Hi everybody, it's Sarah Guthels here again today, and today I'm here with Dan Lenzen. How's it going, Dan?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. So Dan has a pretty interesting story of how he came from like engineering and design and psychology and just a lot of different things, and now he's in this really awesome maker studio that I wish you could see at a local school here in San Diego called Jolla Country Day. So could you tell us a little bit about how you got here?
Yeah, of course. So I actually took a sort of a wide circle to get to where I am.
Yeah.
I was into computers my whole life. My whole family was into computers and I was playing games and things. And then I took computer science in high school and loved it. And then I took AP computer science and I really loved it. And then I went to college and did no computer science whatsoever for 4 years. Didn't touch anything.
We're like the complete opposite. I did nothing in high school and only did it in college.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what did you do in college?
I did psychology, actually.
That's so
I got
cool.
really interested in people.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just sort of a people person, and I like studying them, so I want to know how they work.
Yeah.
And so I didn't do any computer science, and for a couple of years after college, I just studied psychology again.
Yeah.
I, of course, started to find that coding skills were kind of useful when I got a job. So I started doing a little bit at a time,
Yeah.
writing some little programs to do this or that. And then I went to graduate school in cognitive science,
Yeah.
which is kind of a mixture of psychology and computer science and neuroscience. And then there I had to use coding all the time.
Yeah.
My first fall, they're like, go learn how to use MATLAB to do experiments and test people and present things and gather
Yeah.
data and all sorts of things like that.
That's very cool. So cognitive science, you said, is like computer science, psychology, and neuroscience.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's an interdisciplinary subject. So
Wow.
it brings all of those together, and sometimes people argue and fight a lot, but I think the benefits outweigh the conflict.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So now you're a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
So and cognitive science, I started getting into coding and building things.
Yeah.
Digital. I was using the Microsoft Kinect, which does body tracking. And
I love doing the dance on it.
Yeah, it shows you where
I'm
you're
pretty
going.
bad at it, but that's okay. It's fun.
Yeah. So I was using that to study gesture and sign language.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so that's what my master's thesis was on.
Wow.
And I enjoyed my time, but I wanted to go do something else because, like I said, I'm a people person.
Yeah.
And so the PhD was a little bit long for me. So through the design lab at
Yeah.
UCSD that just started while I was there, I got to know this guy, Matt Amandanzio, who just came here to start a program. He came from
Wow.
Texas just to start a design and innovation program. Yeah.
So what does a design and innovation program mean at a high school?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I would say we're not just a high school. We're
Right.
pre-K through.
Yeah, this is all ages, right? That's
Yeah.
so cool.
So that's what we're working on. I think that this isn't just something you should teach to college kids and then
Yeah.
they go on to Google or Facebook. But I think it's part of you learn a lot of skills that are really important for the 21st century, and you. Everyone should be learning this at different ages.
Yeah.
So we do all sorts of stuff. We do, basically what we want to do is solve problems that people have. Identify them first off. So that's where I come in. So I'm not an engineer, but I study people a lot. So we go out and we study people as they do things now.
Yeah.
We don't presume anything. We go out and we study, and then we find problems they have, and then we build solutions. That could be a computer program, more often times than not.
More, yeah.
Something like that.
Something.
But it's, once we find a problem, it might be a computer program, but I think a lot of the time it's something physical
Cool. That's why you've got this awesome lab he's got like power tools and stuff. It's crazy in here. I feel like I need a hard hat.
Yeah, definitely.
So could you solve the problem of my younger sister? Like, she never picks up her clothes.
Yeah.
Ever.
Okay.
Is that like a problem that could be solved?
That sounds exactly like a project some of my 7th and 8th graders did. They They wanted one that was about folding their clothes.
Oh.
They hated folding their clothes.
Yes.
Since, okay, how do you get some sensors? Or in your case, how do you get a sensor that detects that?
Yes.
Right? Sensors are everywhere these days. We've got them in this room for the temperature, right? And we've got them making sure people are in here, otherwise the lights turn off. So it's an infrared sensor. So you need something like that, like a pressure sensor maybe.
Yeah,
or something on
for like the
whole
clothes on the
carpet.
floor.
Yeah, and then you'll know.
And then the alarm will go off, and then it'll wake her up every time she throws more on the floor.
No, honestly, that's exactly what we do.
Ooh, this sounds like a project I might have to make.
Yeah, I have some students who are doing that with the steering wheel for drivers.
Oh, wow.
So if you take your hands off the wheel, an alarm goes off.
Oh.
So yeah, you just use some sensors and a little bit of programming, and now you've got this thing that could help improve car safety.
That's so neat. Wow. And so, do you have to just be a genius to be able to be a part of this innovation lab?
No,
it seems kind of hard.
Yeah, no, of course. It's easy.
No?
It's easy. If you are interested in solving problems, that's pretty much what you need.
And the problems can be my clothes on the floor.
Yeah, it could be anything.
This is so
Those are some of
cool.
the best ones. That's how I think a lot of big-time companies started with feelings like that. But no, we need all sorts of skill sets for what we're doing. We need people that are some programmers. We need some people that can go out and observe and talk to people. Everyone has to be a good group member, so you have to be able to talk to other people. We need artists to put these ideas onto paper.
Yeah.
We need all sorts of other people. Yeah, no, we are not just a one little silo thing. We need people with all sorts of backgrounds.
So engineering is really just everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool. That's so neat. So is there anything that you want to tell our viewers about what it means to be an innovator, a designer, an engineer, a person in the 21st century?
Yeah, I think for your age, being in the 21st century, it's going to be very different than what you read in textbooks and in history class. Classrooms are not going to look like classrooms did back then, as you can tell in here. I don't think jobs are going to look the same. It's the 21st century. It's going to be a lot of ideas about being able to solve problems. You're not going to be in a factory just knocking away on something. You need to do things that inspire you and solve problems. So I think it's going to require very different skills and people with very different backgrounds, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Maybe lots of music and dance parties?
The music helps. If it gives you energy, that's what it's here for.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dan, for joining us and giving our viewers some tips on how to be awesome.
Yeah, it was great being here. Thanks.
Awesome. Bye, guys.